Hi, in this video we're gonna talk about how to compile Timewarrior on Debian Linux. So Timewarrior is a time tracking tool that is command line based, and here is the Timewarrior's website where they say that Timewarrior is a fast scriptable time tracking tool designed for the terminal. It lets you track time on tasks with simple commands like timew start and timew stop. So I've been using this tool for quite a while now, and what I use it a lot for is language learning and tracking what stuff I watched in a certain language. And just as a quick aside, before we get to compiling Timewarrior, I wanted to show you that I created this other command line tool called watchtower, and I wrote a couple of scripts for watchtower that are specifically Timewarrior scripts. So the main two scripts are timew chart that gives you an overview like this. So this is a functionality of Timewarrior, but I'm running it through the watch command. That is you probably know the watch command on Linux. If you don't, just type man watch in your terminal and you see what it is. So this is updating interactively. Like by default, Timewarrior just gives you a kind of like just prints out the results. So this allows you to monitor what is happening in real time. Obviously you can do it manually with watch command, but I wrote this this script that lets you do it more conveniently. And so that's the first one. And the second one is timew summary, which gives you a table like this. So this table gives you an overview of what you've done kind of sequentially. So the most recent thing I did is like here at the bottom, and it updates in real time as well, and it just kind of, if there's not enough to fit in on one screen, it shows you these symbols here. So this means that the table is cut off and there's more up there. So I'm not going to spend more time talking about watchtower here. I'm going to make a separate video about it that I'll release by the time I release this video. So the link will be available in the description if you want to take a look at this tool. It's everything that you need to do that will be there on YouTube and on GitHub, and you can install it and use it as well. So let's get to compiling Timewarrior. So I wrote this short file that describes the procedure that I'm going to explain in this video. I'm going to post a link to this in the description. So let's see. I already installed Timewarrior on my main machine, so I'm going to be using a VM for this, but I'm going to be doing the exact same procedure that I did for myself on my real computer. So so the first thing that we need to do, obviously, is to clone the GitHub repo for Timewarrior. Here's the GitHub itself, and we're going to be using this command: git clone recurse submodules, and then the URL. So note that you need recurse submodules for this, otherwise it won't work. So I store all the source code that I download from the internet in this folder called local source in my home directory. So I'll just paste this command here and press enter, and we'll clone the source code into this directory, and I'll cd into that directory. So now we need to, I mean, you can really do this in any order, but step 2 is to install the dependencies that you need. You can do it first if you want before cloning, but whatever. The dependencies that you need to compile. So I already found out the names of the packages on Debian for this, and unlike on their GitHub, they just have a list without like giving the package name. Sometimes it's difficult. In this case, it's not so difficult to find out what it is, but it's just nice to have a command. So I'm going to copy and paste this as well, and press enter. It'll ask you for your password. I already entered mine beforehand, before I started recording. So I'll press enter, and it will install stuff. Like on other distributions on Linux, you might have different names of packages, so you'll need to check that out for yourself. But on Debian, this is what you can use. So wait a little bit for this to finish. It shouldn't take long. Alright, so we're done with installing dependencies. I'll clear the screen and let's go back to this file. So the next thing that you might want to do is to decide if you want to compile a development version or a release version. So they tag all of their releases in their Git repo, so you can view the tags by typing git tag, and you'll get all the tags. And so then you can check out a tag and compile that version. I guess it doesn't really matter, the procedure is exactly the same, so I'll just kind of skip it for now. Maybe I will show something related to it a bit later in the video. But basically, if you want to do compile a release version, just do git checkout and then the tag, and then continue as I'm going to be showing from this point on. So let's compile the development version. So the next thing that you need to run is this command cmake with some arguments. So basically, this part allows you to set a custom prefix, which you don't really need to worry about in certain cases. Basically, there's this optional step later that you can install what you compile, like the actual files. You can run this command and it will put all of the man pages and all the kind of various files into folders in the the Linuxy structure. And you can install it on your you can skip omit this argument, and then it will install into user local or root /usr root usr local. So that's the default prefix. I generally don't install things at all if I can avoid it. In this case, it looks like I can avoid it because I tried this on my main system and it works just fine. So I'm not going to do it for myself unless I encounter some problems. So yeah, but you can set this prefix, and I always set it even though I don't intend to install, because if I do decide that I want my custom prefix to be there, and I install into my home directory. So I have this local folder there, and it's specifically there for this purpose. So whatever structure it uses there, in whatever way it installs files there, I'm okay with it. I'll show you what happens either way, how to do it with or without install. So enough rambling, let's just compile this. So you can choose whether to include this argument or not, depending on what you want to do. This last argument defines the directory where the build files will go. We'll see it in a second. So I'll press enter, and once you complete this step, you get this folder that we set by this -b argument. So now we need to run this second command that will actually compile Timewarrior. So let's copy that and paste it here and press enter, and it will compile. So this should go pretty quickly. I mean, the speed might obviously depend on your system and its capabilities, but here we go. So yeah, so now we have compiled things, and we can actually already run Timewarrior by just finding the binary file that has been compiled. So it's in build src, and here's the timew file. So let's see. So build src timew. I can just run it like this, and it will already start working, and it will ask me if you want to create a new database. I'll say yes, and now we're ready to use Timewarrior. And I can type, for example, start to start tracking. It will say that it's tracking, and I can type stop to stop that task, and I can do like something like week, which is an overview of the week, and now we have this entry here. Or I can do summary, and we have our entry that we just did, 7 seconds. So so this is basically, you can already start using it from this point on by creating symlinks, which is what I did in my main system, just symlinking the main binary. Let me clear the screen so it's not a mess. So this is the binary, and you'll probably also want to get the man pages, which are in doc, and then there's 2 folders, man1 and man7, and you can symlink those to some directory that you set on your man path. So in order to set man path, you need to set that variable. I did this in my .profile file. I'll just added this stuff here. So for example, in local share man. So this is how you can set your man path, either in your bash rc or .profile. So yeah, that's how you set your man path, and obviously your path as well, where you will be linking your binary. So let me actually do that. So I would do ln svr for relative link, so that it figures out the relative path automatically, and then I would just do path to my binary. So for example, build src, or build src Timewarrior, and then I would link it to local bin. And so now I can type timew summary, for example, and that works now like this, without me having to give it the actual path to the file. And now the man pages as well. So build doc man. Let's do man1 first. So my folders and local share man1. So this is how I need to do it, and we'll create all those links. Oh, I messed something up. Oh yeah, I forgot to. I guess I just need to delete whatever I created there. Let me do that real quick. Yeah, that's just not what I wanted to do. Forgot to add the star here so that it matches actually, or no, actually don't do just the star, but star.1, because let's take a look inside. Oh, we already took a look inside. So we need to match all of these .1 files, and then in man7 all .7 files. So I'll do that. So this is man1, and now just replace the ones with 7s, and we can link to man7. So now everything is linked, and I don't need to run that install command. So this is how I did it for myself. Yeah, like if I encounter any problems, like I haven't done like this before. Like the previous time I compiled Timewarrior, I've been using it for like probably maybe even a couple of years now, a long time. What I like, the first time I compiled, it was I actually installed it. So, but this time I tried not installing, and it seems to be working. So if I encounter any problems, I will edit this file, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be fine, because I don't see any issues right now. So this is how you can avoid the install step. And then the advantage of this is, like, the reason I prefer to do it this way is because I can then just recompile, and all the links will be working to the new version. So yeah, so we compiled this version. It's marked as development version because that's what we compiled. So let's see, what else do we do? Well, let's actually now try installing. So let me show you what I so local bin and local man share man. So this is what we symlinked. I want to remove these links right now because I'm not sure what's going to happen once I run the install command. That might not like the fact that there are symlinks there. So I'm going to go ahead and delete all of that. If you're going to be doing this, be careful what you delete, because this is a VM for me and I can just like match a bunch of stuff and delete it, but you might have other things there. So, but I will run it like this, and so yeah, now all of that has been undone. So now let's try installing. So I wrote here sudo here. Actually, I'm probably gonna delete this because I'm kind of using the home directory here as a prefix, and in that case you actually don't need sudo. I just forgot to remove that. But you might need sudo if you install it into like your system directories, into the default prefix, the root user local, for example. In that case you need sudo. But yeah, in this case we don't, because we installed it into our home, and I can just run cmake install build, and then it will install stuff into these locations. So now we can run our ls command, and we'll see that we have actual files there right now. So there's also something to know about that, like once you run this cmake install build command, it saves a file called install manifest, which shows you all the files that it created. So if you ever want to delete that stuff, what you can do is you can use xargs with the -a option, pass it to that option the file, this install manifest, and then just do rm or maybe -v for verbose and press enter, and it will delete everything. So that's good to know. What it won't do is it will leave behind empty directory. So that's something that you'll need to clean up. This is why I just like don't like doing this, because it's a hassle, I feel. But this is what you can do. So so yeah, this is essentially it. Let's just kind of, for completeness sake, let's try to recompiling a different version. So like all you need to do, maybe you like run git pull at some point, and there's more like updates, and you can kind of just recompile right here. Or you can just decide, maybe you compile a development version and there's an issue. That's actually something that I had last time I compiled, version 1.7.1 it was at that point. But in this case, so it's 1.91, maybe you just like change your mind or something, or there's a problem, you can just check out the correct version that you want, and now you can just run all these commands again. So this one, build and compile. And now, just as simple as this, you get a different version. timew version, and now it says 191. Before it said 191 dev. So this is how you can update or change versions very easily. So let me see, I think this is pretty much it for this video. I showed you what I wanted to show you. I will be making 2 more videos after this one. One is about this watchtower tool that I showed you, that does these cool things with Timewarrior, allowing you to monitor things in real time. Watchtower can also do other things. So here, for example, there's a watchtower script that monitors the output of the ls command, for example, it can be useful if you need to monitor some folder, if like new files get added or something gets renamed or whatever. And there's also a script for the tree command. So I'm gonna be making a video about Watchtower and explaining these things. And the second video that I'm planning to make is gonna be about an MPV plugin that interacts with Timewarrior. So it allows you to track what you watch in the MPV player without having to type timew start and then giving it tags. It does all of that automatically. So let me just give a quick preview here. I'm gonna switch to this other view. This allows me to show you like two screens that I have automatically. So this is one monitor, and this is on the top here, it's another monitor. So over here I have a folder with a bunch of example files. So if I open these files in MPV player, let me see, WebM, kind of tricky here with a bunch of screens, but so if I open the player right now, so it starts playing. So I can press a command or a key binding, Control T, and it will start tracking in Timewarrior. You can see that there's a new entry here that appeared, and so I can keep watching, and it does a lot of useful things automatically. So it tracks each file separately. So once one file finishes watching, it creates a new entry. You can also stop tracking at any point by pressing another key combination. You can also then cancel and delete an entry right from there. So it has a bunch of cool features like this. Probably like I made it for myself for language learning, but I'm pretty sure that there are other applications. Maybe you just like want to track like generally things that you watch in MPV or whatever. So this is another video that I'm going to be making. But as for this video, this is going to be it. Thanks for watching. I hope it helps you with compiling Timewarrior. If you would like to support this channel, you can do it at ko-fi.com/linguisticmind. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.